here. Go ahead and make yourself at home.
Who let the camera in here?
Oh, this is a documentary film crew.
They're not filming our meetings.
Well, it would be a pretty dull documentary if they didn't, Bob.
Okay, I'm not talking political strategery in front of a camera. All right, it's political suicide. No, I refuse.
Okay, but listen, sorry. Actually, they're gonna do us a deal on our TV ads, so I really need them. We need them. So, hey, wait a minute. Hey, you, who is this guy? With the boom thing, that's not the same one from last week. The one last week had really big arms. Yes, I've had relationships with coworkers before. Just with coworkers, not necessarily candidates every time. I mean, I don't think that had anything to do with the campaigns not working. Hey!
I am not gonna stand here and have my reputation skewered by a couple of camera jockeys filming me behind my back.
That would be your reputation as a hard ass or a right-of-right Republican who gets along with no one.
People love me. Why does he have to be in here?
Ted, he's paying everyone's salary.
A political contributor shouldn't have this kind of access to a candidate.
He's just sitting in, Bob.
That's pretty unorthodox.
No, it's not. And besides, he's not going to say anything any more offensive than you will.
Let's get a few things straight. First of all, don't ask me about political strategy, because I ain't going to tell you. I'm not going to reveal trade secrets. Number two, don't ask me about my personal life. It's none of your business. And don't expect me to say anything about John Haley behind his back. It's not ethical. And don't even think about spinning your liberal bias into this documentary, all right? You may be watching me through that camera lens, but I'm watching you right back through that camera lens. And viewfinder.
Oh, there you are.
Hello! Hi, darling. How are you?
Oh, good.
Oh, I can see the camera crew's already started and I'm such a mess.
Oh, it's okay. Well, come on in. Make yourself comfortable. This is Bob Richards. He's our Republican.
Well, that's a cheery introduction. Oh, trying to get us off on the right foot. Bob the Republican, I'm Ray the Democrat.
Ray, pleasure to meet you. Hey, listen, I noticed you have a little bit of a lisp. It's okay. When I was a boy, I had a lisp too. It was all right until they started calling me Little Lispy Pants. And when it got to that point, my daddy would take me out to the shed and beat me every time I got a little lispy. Now, he would give me lashes until I could say, Sally sells seashells by the seashore without lisping 10 times in a row. And that cured me.
I don't lisp.
Oh, I'm not trying to embarrass you. Look, I know you lived in San Francisco. All right, now you may have absorbed some of them mannerisms, and I'm just trying to help you not come off as gay.
Look, now that we're all here, I'll go get John. John.
Are my advisors here?
Yes.
Wonderful. Let the epic journey commence.
Great, John. This is Bob, and this is Ray.
Bob, so great to finally meet you face to face.
Likewise, Mr. Haley. I'm looking forward to helping you win this election.
And we will. Ray, so great to finally have you on our team, bringing your wisdom and your minority perspective to the table.
Great. Everyone ready?
John, I don't think it's a good idea to let this camera crew in here and stay and tape all this.
Bob, we have nothing to hide. We are making history. The days between now and Election Day will be immortalized by their documentation, and we will humbly play our parts.
Okay, gentlemen. If we're going to get the Democratic-Republican Union Party on the ballot in California, we're going to need 900,000 signatures in the next 30 days. Given that our party is only 2 years old and has done absolutely nothing to help us whatsoever with our campaign, I think that we should run independent. But Ted and John don't want to do that, so we're going to give it a try. That means that we're going to have to do a serious amount of fundraising, and we need to start it immediately.
San Diego's a hotbed of disgruntled rich Republicans. They got a lot of money and they would go third party in a hot second.
Would those be the Republicans that want to outlaw abortion on religious grounds, or those vying for a new world order?
They're the Republicans with money, Ray.
Bob, what kind of politics would we have to favor in order to get their support?
Fiscal conservatives, small government, less spending.
Oh, that's a winning platform. Let's just ride in on George Bush's coattails.
Oh, small government, less spending.
John, we can do small government, less spending, right?
I don't think we're asking the right question.
Of course it's the right question. If you want to get these conservatives to support you, you're gonna have to suck up to them.
The right question, Sarah, is the one that, when asked, inspires more love in all of us. Only love can heal the socio-political divide, open closed hearts to be receptive to new ideas, and let go of the way things used to be. Everyone is being driven by fear right now, which is a formula for anarchy. What matters most is that we inspire the citizens to love one another.
Oh, right. Guys, John is going on a platform of uniting the extremes across both sides of the aisle.
Sarah, I don't even want to think about them as extremes. These people are simply imprisoned by divisive attitudes.
That's cute.
Right. Okay, well, at any rate, our platform is uniting Democrats and Republicans behind policies that free them from their divisiveness. Hey, you know what? It's kind of a JFK campaign.
Ask not what your country can do for you.
Oh, yeah, JFK was a horrible president. We need to be more like Reagan.
Oh, Reagan gagged me.
Well, he beat the Russians. Something JFK failed to do, I might add.
Well, that's because the CIA killed him.
When the CIA killed him, idiot, it's the Cubans.
How do you know?
Look, it doesn't matter. Reagan survived his assassination attempt. That's the important part. Allowed him to put the Reds out to pasture. Reagan was a great president, case closed.
In the process of outspending the Soviets, he managed to create the mess that we have in the Middle East now, destroy middle-class America and education. That is not a president to celebrate.
Well, then who is?
Well, Bill Clinton was a good president.
Oh, my God. Blowjob Bill.
Oh.
Good God. That man was a disgrace to the White House. He was the worst thing to ever sit in the Oval Office.
No, the current president gets that medal.
Oh, a Bush basher. You know what? That man has more balls than most presidents we have ever had.
Yes, and he likes to swing them in front of the faces of our world's leaders, not to mention our own Congress.
You are so blind, Ray. He has kept this country safe for the last 7 years by taking the war to them. He has kept you safe, and you want to castrate him.
He lied to this country to go to war. He and Cheney should both be impeached. He has doubled our national deficit. Our economy is through the floor. He would kill a baby seal to get a gallon of gasoline, and he has destroyed our international reputation.
He stands on principle, something few people do. You know what? People attack him because they have no integrity of their own. He intimidates them.
He has no integrity. He is the pawn of big businesses, oil tycoons, and world banks who are trying to destroy us so it's easier to take over.